All right, this is very impromptu and unplanned, but we're at Ray's Mountain Bike Park sitting with Christian Arehart. You guys might have heard of him. He just had a video come out recently where he does double backflips, flip double whips, pendulum to barspin, 360 double tail whips, and all kinds of crazy stuff, and literally came onto the radar from nowhere and then appeared at Ray's, and I was like, yo, I know you. I talked about your video. And then it was like, it's kind of weird, but we're going to interview him. So,
all right.
So let's talk about your video. The first question that popped into my head, because that was all in your backyard, right?
Yeah.
The first thing that I wanted to ask is, what is a normal session like on that setup? Because, I mean, I guess there's a two-part question. Like, what's a normal session like? And, like, did all of that happen in, like, normal sessions?
Yeah. Okay, so a normal session normally it's normally just me riding the box.
Yeah.
And I have mattresses and this like fiberglass sheeting down. Mm-hmm. So it's like a resi.
Yeah.
So normal sessions just me like out there alone, or I'll have like one friend, like my only friend that rides BMX.
Yeah.
And we'll just throw down and we'll just throw like, I mean, it's to mattresses, so like what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, so like you're literally just like riding a resi,
yeah,
and then you get to the point where it's like, all right, I'm comfortable with that trick. Let's take away the resi and film it.
Yeah. So actually, it was crazy the filming. So my brother, his name's Cameron. He's like 13.
Uh-huh.
He's got like a Canon camera, and I was like, I want to film this video because before I turned 17. So it was like the month before I turned 17. I got the flare drop-in setup built.
Yeah.
And the whole video was filmed in 3 days.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Like I just did like one day I did the double flip, the flip double whip, and the 3 double whip.
In one day?
In one day.
Jeez.
And actually the crazy part was I've never tried 3 double whips before. I did it straight to dirt.
Well, like when you 3-whipped the spine over there, yeah. I was like, dang, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then you said you were, and I was like, oh, now I get it. Now that's why he's doing 3 double whips or 3 whips over the spine. And he might have just done a heel clicker to bar spin too. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Is that going to be in the next video?
Hopefully. Or maybe we could throw something up extra.
Me?
Can do it. No. Maybe I'll learn like.
Like more in it.
Heel clicker to.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Man.
But it'll be on my Instagram.
That's crazy. So like, what's a normal? So that's just what normal is. You're just sending it.
Normal is just like get warmed up. Make sure like I can just get the basics, like the flips, the spins. Mm-hmm. And then just, like, throw whatever combos I'm feeling that day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And that ramp looks like... Did you build it?
Yeah, I built everything myself. The ramp's 7 feet tall.
Jeez.
Which it looks smaller than it is, but it's big.
It looks pretty big because
it's
it looks like it's made of, like, a lot of different pieces to make the transition of it.
But it's, like, perfect, though. Like, it goes as fast as you can, and you go up nice and smooth, and you just pop at the top, and I love it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That video and everything was crazy. Yeah. Then I also wanted to ask too, because I was watching while you were doing the heel clicker to bar. Like how do you prepare yourself for doing those tricks? Are you just like doing them? Like is it one of those things where you've tried it so many times onto the resi and got it to the point where you just do it, or is it like sweating it or?
Yeah, well, every trick's different. But with like with tricks like that, like it wasn't super bad. Mm-hmm. So it's just like to say like I know I can do this. Like it's not that complicated. Like I can do both tricks good. So just like get it over with now. Like don't think.
Yeah.
But then with tricks like double flips and like flare drop-ins, like those are a lot stressful. So like I pray a lot when I ride actually. Yeah. And that I feel helps me a lot.
Whatever works, man. If that works for you, I'd be doing that before every drop in.
And hopefully it'll take me. Hopefully I'll be doing like bigger stuff soon.
You're pretty bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know how much bigger it goes, bud.
Yeah.
double flips and flip double whips and man.
I've got some new stuff in mind, hopefully.
The other thing about it too is like you're in the middle of nowhere, aren't you?
Oh yeah, there's nowhere to ride.
You said it was 11 hours to get here.
Yeah.
Rye Airfield's 4 hours away. So like it's not like how people who are in the warmth can just like ride outside and do stuff all year long. Like and then they got places to ride all year long. You don't even have places to ride in the winter.
Yeah, really.
And you're still doing that kind of stuff for a video like that, which is, I think that makes it even cooler, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, winters are tough, but I feel like as much as I hate them and complain, I feel like it helps me because it gives me time just to like really think about like everything that's going on, and like really makes me super motivated when the spring comes.
Yeah.
So I don't get like burnt out and like.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you riding it? Do you ride in the winter at all on your setup?
No, I can't. Like, because all the ground is frozen.
Oh,
so it's bad. But like I have like a tiny local skate park with like a 3-foot half pipe that I'll shovel out. Like,
Gotcha.
It's made of metal and it's like super sketchy.
Gotcha.
But I'll shovel that out sometimes.
Gotcha.
But I'll take as much trips now I've begun getting to know like a lot more families and more people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's opened up doors to like.
Well, you're here
trip.
with like 16 people.
Yeah, it's wild.
That is insane.
So yeah, that's opened some doors and.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. The other thing. Oh, I'm blanking. Oh, you're 16. How long have you even been riding?
Yeah, I've been riding. I'm actually 17.
Oh, you turned 17.
I turned 17
like
at the end of November.
Gotcha.
But I started riding when I was like 11 or 10. Like so. Actually, it's a cool story. So, out behind my house, I used to have like a 4-wheeler track. Mm-hmm. And then one day, a tree fell on the 4-wheeler track, and I was like, "What do I do?" So instead of like having my dad cut it down or whatever, I just like piled on whatever I could find, like leaves and like dirt and whatever was there, and started riding my bike on it. And that got bigger and bigger, and then it was like it got bigger, and I was only riding like a Walmart bike. Mm-hmm. It kept breaking, and we'd like go to Walmart, and we'd be like, or Target, or whatever, and be like, why does it keep breaking your bikes? And they're like, yeah, you need a better bike.
Because they're not real bikes.
So then, like right before I turned 12, I got like a good bike from a bike shop, like a good BMX bike, and I've just been going hard since and getting new parts. And
clearly, like how long does it take to do something like a double flip? Like how long from the time you first thought about the trick to the time that you rolled away from it? Like, well, how long is that?
So it's really not that hard. I know that sounds really dumb to say that. So let's see. 2 years ago at Woodward, I tried them to foam like twice or 3 times. And like that was it. And then I went home for the next year, and I had nowhere to try them. But I like dreamed about it. I'm like, I'm gonna do a double flip. Yeah. And I only tried it like 3 times, and I got it around, but it wasn't very good. Mm-hmm. And then this year at Woodward, it took me about I think a week of doing them to foam before I did it to resi. Yeah. And that was just like mentally preparing, like learning how to open up and like spot the landing in between the flips and just like doing, because like I'd rather do 1,000 times to foam than just throw it to someone else and get hurt. Right. Which I'm
that makes total sense.
But then tricks like the flip double whip, I learned that I did it to foam one day and I landed it to resi the next day. Jeez. At Woodward. And then I did it at my house like the next week.
Well, that was one thing I noticed about when you were trying that heel clicker to bar. You're like, I just gotta do it like right now.
Yeah,
I know I can do it. I want to do it. I'm the same way, like with certain things, but you're just like, all right, it's here. We're doing it right now. Let's go. I need to get it. Because
like once I go home, I'm not gonna even try it for like months or longer.
Right.
So it's like, listen, I gotta do it now. You know.
It was cool to see because it was just like all it took was that one good one, and you knew it was the whole time. It was like, I know I can do this. So it was just, let's get to the moment where it happens.
Yeah, it's like, what am I really scared of? Like, am I scared of like going too fast? Like what's the worst that could happen, honestly? Yeah. And what am I gonna like loop out on the bar spin or something? I mean, like you could imagine like, well, this could happen, but it's like not much really bad.
Yeah, you don't think about that kind of stuff.
I don't think about that.
Just going for it.
Yeah, just go for it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So with those big tricks, you said you want to go bigger. Do you have like thoughts of stuff specifically?
So
things you want to talk about or not talk about?
I don't know. I mean, like I don't have the ramps to do this. I don't have the ramps big enough to do this. Oh, so okay. Say that those ramps appear and I can do it. I've landed a double flip tail up to foam, and I really want to land a triple backflip. Those are my top 2 right now that are like dreams of mine.
Wow. I think you could do it. I mean, you clearly got.
I've tried triple backflips at Woodward, and just the ramp's not big enough, or I'm not going fast enough.
That makes sense. I mean, when those guys did the quad, look at what they had. Huge. Well, look at what they had to do to make it happen.
Oh, I know.
It takes very specific ramps. Yeah. You could have probably done it on that. Did you watch the uncontainable contest?
Oh yeah.
Might be able to do it on the step up.
I know. That was wild.
Who is it? James Foster. He does triple flips regularly. What's he doing them on?
I'm pretty sure I've talked to Brandon Schmidt about this like a bit because I hung with him a lot this summer.
Yeah.
And I think the ramp's like 9 feet. I'm not positive.
Yeah.
But it's like a huge ramp. Like, I think I don't know. It's really big.
More than what you could build in your
than,
backyard.
No, what I've got some ramps coming. I've got this new jump coming that hopefully will be like big to mulch. And nice. I don't think I'm gonna do anything crazy to it because like I have to just because I don't have like foam pit or somewhere I can like safely practice.
Right. Yeah. But you don't want to be doing
hopefully things like 3 double or 3 triple whips or stuff like that I can do because like it's mulch.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
I don't know. But
people like Marcus Christopher.
He's wild.
He's doing that so stuff
good,
on his resi in his yard.
Oh my gosh.
Sucks that those guys, him and Nick, weren't out here today.
Yeah, Nick was here yesterday. I was riding with him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Marcus
he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
I want to meet Marcus, yeah.
Marcus is quiet.
So good. I've heard
he's
that.
Quiet, but he will go out there and freaking rip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I think you just need to get in contact with more people or something. Like, do you have ambitions? You said you wanted to, once you turned 18, get out of where
after high school. I don't know where I'm going, but I wanna go either south or maybe I have no clue. I just want to go somewhere where I can ride year round, like ride every single day, and somewhere where I can like push myself like really hard.
Yeah. There's a lot of options for that. That's for sure.
I know. So I'm not sure where though.
Huh. Any ambitions within like BMX if anything could happen or anything like
so
that?
like my like tentative goals are like after once I'm 18 move out or once I'm out of high school like move somewhere and just ride hard every day and if that takes me anywhere in BMX then that's amazing and if it doesn't I'm just riding my bike and it's fun.
Right.
And then like long term like maybe go back to college or go to college and I don't know, get a job. I don't know. Maybe BMX will work out for me. Who knows?
Honestly, man, you're in a position doing the stuff you're doing where it could possibly happen.
Yeah. Just like the hard part is like I'd like to get into like fees or get into like enter C1 contests.
Well, the cool thing about fees is that all you need is the ability to get there.
That's the thing.
That's it. You just need to get there and then you'll be able to be involved in it. And honestly, if you got those tricks that you're doing dialed, I don't see why you wouldn't.
And that's the cool thing about my house. Like I can dial in double flips. I can dial in flip double whips.
Yeah.
And that's all I need. I just need to be able to do them every single day.
Yeah.
And then I can do them anywhere.
And get to the point where you just go to the course, you figure out what you're doing and make it happen. I saw you riding the bull. I think it could happen for you, honestly.
I hope
but
so.
like, I don't know. It's kind of partially why I wanted to do this whole thing too. Is like because when your video came out, I watched it, and in my news video, I was literally like, "BMX, open your eyes to this kid because he's freaking sending it. He's 16 and he's clearly got the talent."
Thank you so much.
Maybe something had happened, but how long have we been going here? 13 minutes. Anything else that you want to like put out there for anyone to hear?
I don't know. Just have fun.
Yeah, I mean, clearly you
Stop
have
riding BMX if you don't. It's like I've learned so many like lessons through it, like being like not giving up on stuff. Cause like there's been times when I want to give up so much, like when I'm trying to learn something, and then when you don't give up and you land it, it's like makes everything worth it.
Absolutely.
And like just have fun.
And BMX is the sport that won't leave you after high school.
Oh, totally.
It's cool that you got like that mentality about having fun and going out there with the drive and all that stuff. It's just building blocks that lead to bigger things, really. Which is why I wanted to do this.
Thank you.
With that, I think we could wrap it up. Quick little interview here. I did need to definitely mention that we're using Ray's podcasting setup that they've got going here. That's why it looks so good, and they got this nice Ray's logo here. So thank you, Keith, at Ray's for letting us use this real quick. If you guys haven't seen their stuff, they did one with David Lieb first, then Reed Boggs. Ooh, 2 shredders. Sweet. Yeah, those guys rip. So that being said, thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
This was cool. Awesome. Hopefully I don't think of anything I should have asked you later. And thank you guys for tuning in. Follow this guy on Instagram and watch his video if you haven't. And be on the lookout for more in the future. Thanks for watching and goodbye.